Ryan, are you ready for your WrestleMania predictions?
Ooh, buddy. I've been thinking, and I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm ready, but a lot of these matches, I'm like 190% sure on, but there's still some you never, and it's WWE, it's Triple H, you know?
Yep.
Just never know what they're gonna do. So yeah, I
So
don't.
we're gonna pick the 13. We're gonna pick a 13th match because, and you know what? Go ahead and give me your Andre Giant Battle Royal winner too,
Okay, we'll add that.
and then that way we'll count. We'll do those, and then if they end up not having the 13th match, I guess we just did an extra one.
So the 13 match, what are we saying? Is it the Bobby Lashley?
Yeah,
Any sort of that match? An 8-man, a 6-man, a one-on-one?
I figured it would be a 6-man, right?
I would assume so if they do it. I would assume it'd be a 6-man, like Street Fighter some shit.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's jump into this prediction. I am excited. I'm ready. WrestleMania is always one of the funnest times of the year, so we've got to do our predictions and then see how wrong we are.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. Let's start off with the Andre Giant Battle Royal. Who you got?
So this one's weird because if you look at usually who's in this thing, it's like two main eventers, and then like everybody else is just like tag team people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with a guy who should be on the Mania card. He just came back. I'm gonna go with Andrade.
Ooh, that's a
I mean, this means nothing. Andre John Armour Battle Royal is literally a nothing trophy. It's a nothing match, but
well. If maybe if somebody like him wins it though, because
it's got to
they
be
did
better than
make it a
last
decent. Well, they did make it a decently big deal when Cesaro won it.
year. Yeah.
So if Andrade wins this, maybe he gets something out of it. An IC title match, maybe, or US title match.
I mean, it can't get any better than like. I mean, well, you say that, but Bobby fucking Lashley won it last year, and they
Yeah,
didn't
good
do
point.
anything with it. So,
Good point.
so
I think that's a good pick. I think that's a good pick. I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Bronson Reed though, because
yeah,
he kind of got gypped
and he's on
out
a
of
little
a,
bit
out
of a
of a world title match in Australia in his home country. I feel like
yeah,
you need to make up for that. Give him this.
and he's on a little bit of a roll. So,
Yeah,
feel like that makes yeah. I mean, if he's one of those wins, it should be a big deal. But again, like I said, Lashley won it last year. Didn't really mean anything. So I don't know.
yeah.
So we'll see where they
All
take.
right, Ryan. Let's go with the other match that we don't know if actually it's going to happen or not. If Bobby Lashley, like you said, it's a good transition.
There you go.
Last year was Andre a Giant Battle Royal winner, because they had nothing else for him to do at Mania. Uh, and now he might get left off of this Mania. Poor Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Um,
got to win this feud, right? Or do you finally give Cross something?
I think you have to finally pull the trigger on Cross and give him something, right? I mean, fuck, like if you have him lose his feud, he's just might as well know he's never doing anything in WWE ever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Cross and the AOP. I feel like even though they've been basically winning this feud the entire time, but they've just been beating their ass every time they get a chance to. If this match happens, I feel like this is Cross's moment to have a big showing, which it's Cross. It's not the best in the ring. But if they have a good showing, maybe this will help build him up. Maybe he can be future challenger for undisputed title or intercontinental title or something.
Right. I gotta agree with you on this one. I mean, like you say, if they're not gonna do if they although they've been getting the best of Bobby Lashley every week,
Yeah. That's what's kind of throwing me
which
off on whether or not it'll happen. But
yeah, which would make you think that Bobby Lashley's gonna win. But yeah, you eventually gotta do something with Cross. I mean, and now you gave him a group and he's
yeah.
kind of the leader.
Is he? Or
I don't
is
know. Paul Ellering seems like the leader.
yeah, I was gonna say, or is Paul Ellering the leader? Or is Scarlett the leader?
That could be. You never know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we agree. I feel like they have to pull the trigger on Cross and give him a big win. He's got to win one of his feuds. He's like Bray Wyatt. Like he hasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Got to win something, or it's all just what's the point?
exactly.
So, all right, let's get into the meat and potatoes now. The matches we know are actually happening on WrestleMania. Let's go with the ladder match. Let's start with that one, Nathan, because that seems like a fun one to start with. The six-pack tag team ladder match. Again, this is Judgment Day versus DIY versus the Awesome Truth versus the New Day versus A-Town Down Under versus New Catch Republic.
Yeah,
Do you think they're gonna do some trickery in this match?
I do. I think the rumors are true. It's kind of a shitty way to split the belts back up, but it's better than just like general managers coming out and being like, "Hey, you're this champion," or "We're having a tournament for this one."
Yeah.
At least it's something different that hasn't been done yet, and I think that R-Truth and the Miz come down with one, and I think that the New Catch Republic come down with, or not New Catch Republic. What do they call? Is that their
Yeah,
name?
New Catch Republic, yeah.
Yeah, they come down with the other.
Yeah. And I hate to be, but I think it's going to be different. I'm in agreement that I think they're going to do it that way as just a way to be like, well, we got two champions now, so let's just split the titles. Because they got to have one of each belt hanging up there. And then it's like, it makes sense. But I think it's going to be Judgment Day and Austin Truth, but I think it's going to be a situation where Truth doesn't even know he won. It's going to be like Truth thinks he's helping the Judgment Day still. So
Yeah, but then you got two. So does that mean Truth and one of them goes to SmackDown? Because one of them's got to go to SmackDown, right?
There's only two SmackDown teams in this thing. So I
Yeah,
don't
but I'm
know.
just saying.
Maybe the Judgment Day moved to SmackDown. No,
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm in agreement with you, but I don't know if it's going to be New Catch Republic. And I really don't think it's going to be A-Town.
they're on a roll. They're on a roll.
They are on a roll. But I feel like DIY could have their moment.
They're not on a roll at all. They're kind of stagnant.
But they're Triple H guys, man.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Judgment Day and the Awesome Truth. Both, like I said, Truth and Priest are up there, and Truth just like grabs a belt first and hands it to Priest, or they had him at the same time, and then Truth doesn't even realize like he won the titles or something. And then it's like you don't know what's gonna happen till Raw, and then they're like, "Oh, we gotta make a decision here." So Truth and Miz are going to SmackDown. That's what I think.
That would be. I don't like that at all, honestly.
Well, I don't know. You gotta because I do think the Awesome Truth are going to like either win out or do something.
Right.
They're the it makes sense to win it, even though they're not my favorite team. But of the teams in here, honestly, I think they are the ones that probably want to win more than anybody else.
Right.
It makes sense storyline wise. So that's I don't know. This was the hardest one for me to pick, so that's why I kind of wanted to get it out of the way because
All right. Let's go do some more non-title here, Ryan. Let's talk about AJ Styles and LA Knight.
yeah. This is LA Knight 100%. I don't
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, it's two guys who are both getting up there in age, but LA Knight's the one that's getting pushed. And LA Knight's the one that I can't say brighter future, but he's the one that of the two is probably going to have a chance at a title soon. Because AJ's done. He ain't winning anything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is LA Knight 100%. He's going to get his big WrestleMania moment, and then maybe he will dethrone Logan Paul down the road. Who knows? But I feel like this is this is LA Knight to win 100%. I don't think there's
I completely agree with that.
there's no debate here.
All right, let's go to another non-title match, Ryan. I guess let's go with that 6-woman tag.
Ooh. So this is one of those interesting ones because you got Jade Cargill, Bianca, and Naomi, three women. Bianca's the staple. Like she's been there the whole time. You got Naomi just returned. You got Jade Cargill just debuted. But then you've got the women's tag team champions on the other side. And they're the dominant group. And do you have the whole group lose in one night or one show? I don't know. This is tough. Do you have Jade Cargill lose her debut match or um
Yeah, that's the thing. Or does Jade Cargill turn heel
yeah.
and not join? Obviously, not join.
No, she just turns on Bianca.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an interesting way to go. I'm gonna let you what do you think? I'm gonna let you pick first and then
I'm going with the boring route. I'm gonna say Jade Cargill ain't losing this debut match, and Bianca gets her moment again, and Naomi gets a little something for coming back, and they get the win here.
it's so
And poor your favorite female wrestler, Ryan. I think she's gonna eat the pin here.
I mean, if Damage Control loses, she's 100% eating the pin because I don't see them having the women's tag team champions eating the pin. So yeah,
Yeah.
the guy hasn't won a match since she's been cleared back to wrestle. So so I don't know. I liked your theory. You kind of convinced me with Jade turning on Bianca, and because I think Damage Control wins. I think you give them this
Okay.
because I think this might be night one, and then the women's championship match is night two, and then
Yeah.
so I think Damage Control wins this one.
All right. Let's go with the other women's title match, Ryan. Uh, Rhea's got to beat Becky, right?
So I went into this with all the champions, and I'm like, who? Rhea and Gunther are the two that I have the most confidence in retaining their championships,
Right.
and I have a little bit more faith in Rhea than Gunther because yeah, just based on what Becky said recently with her contract being up, her not really caring about championships anymore, and Rhea's so over. She's got to win. Rhea, it's her. She's got to win. I don't see a chance that Becky Lynch wins this thing. But
Yeah, I'm right there with you. That you got to go with the younger Rhea. Becky doesn't need this,
and I don't know who
and
beats Rhea at some point, but yeah, it's not Becky.
I think eventually either through a trade or through the draft, you eventually got to get to Rhea and Bianca
Yeah, because they
because
wrestled and
they're the two young women that they've been building as top stars.
they're like the Rock and Hogan
Yeah, you got
or Rock and
you got to put them
Austin.
against.
Sorry.
Yeah, you got to put them against each other eventually.
Yeah, they wrestled in NXT when they were both super young, but they haven't really had many interactions since. So yeah,
Right.
I think Rhea wins. This is one of the most thing. This is like one of the one matches that I'm like 100% confident in. I just don't see Becky winning. I
All
can't
right.
can't see it happen.
All right. So you're really confident in Gunther, huh?
Less confident than I am with Rhea, so shockingly. But yeah, I think Gunther. I don't think Sammy's the guy to do it. Because Sammy, like I love Sammy. I'm a big Sammy fan. I like what he does in the ring. I'm a fan of his style, but he doesn't need like the guy who beats Gunther has to be someone that needs it. And with like it's kind of like the Undertaker's streak, right? And it's not Sammy. Sammy's not that guy. Sammy's a made man. He's gonna be over no matter what. I can't see Sammy being the one to beat Gunther. I just can't see it happening.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that.
Yeah, I just can't see it happening. I think Gunther's 100% going to win this one. Uh, like Sammy's good, and this will be a fantastic match, and Sammy can take a beating like nobody else. So this will be
Now,
a great match. But
I got a question for you. What if we haven't had this since WrestleMania 9, my friend? What if Gunther beats Sammy and Sammy tells Chad Gable to go out there and beat Gunther?
oh, Hogan.
Yeah,
Oh, I
a
mean,
little Brett Hogan situation.
what if Gunther squashes Sammy instantly? Like
Yeah.
completely kicks his ass and then goes, "That's it. Like that's my WrestleMania match. I want more competition." And then Chad Gable comes out,
Yeah.
and Chad Gable beats Gunther.
Ooh.
That would be a moment
Yep.
because no one would expect Gunther and Sammy to go like 5 minutes, and Gunther
Yeah.
just destroys Sammy the entire time.
Yeah.
Like that would be great.
Dude. Um, I kind of like that.
A fantasy booking a mania now.
I'm telling you. All right. US title, Ryan. Logan Paul's winning this thing.
Yeah, I hate to disagree with you all the time, but like, yeah, I mean,
It's writing on the wall, man. These
yeah,
two are gonna turn on each other. They're gonna start fighting, and then Logan Paul's gonna squeak out a win.
yep. And I mean, and with him already announcing, like we said last week, that SummerSlam's in his hometown,
Yeah.
I feel like LA Knight versus Logan Paul could happen at SummerSlam.
Yep. I agree.
And then LA Knight gets his moment. Logan Paul retains here. Again, this would be a good match. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be. But yeah, this has all the writing stuff. Orton and Owens are going to turn. They're going to feud probably for a while. Like they might feud after this, and Logan Paul squeaks out a victory by using the brass knuckles or just a cheap roll up, something like that. It
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of writes itself.
It definitely does. Okay, Ryan, let's go into let's see here. I guess we can talk about this one. Roman Reigns and The Rock taking on Cody Rhodes and
Oh,
Seth Rollins. I ain't gonna lie, Ryan. This whole WrestleMania build feels more like Rock and Cody more than Roman
yeah,
and
yeah. Roman and Cody haven't really interacted that much,
I know. Wonder why is that, Ryan? What do you think's gonna happen at this Mania?
dude. I don't. So again, if Rose and Rollins win, then all the Bloodline members are barred. If Rock and Reigns win, then the match will be under Bloodline rules, which means no rules, but all Bloodline members are allowed at ringside. So the story part of me is you've got to have the Bloodline win this match because
Mm,
then it adds the intrigue of Cody's gonna have to fight everybody on night two.
yeah,
And I just don't see them having Roman lose twice
yeah,
or The Rock losing. Like I can't see that happening. So to me, it makes sense to have Rock and Roman win, but also you have the whole is there. I mean, you can't have the like. Here's the thing: like people still want The Rock to turn face. There's no way.
not after all.
Yeah, not after all. So he's a heel. So you're not going to have The Rock turn on Roman. But do you have Roman kind of get upset with The Rock, making
Mm,
all the rules, changing everything, coming in and but then I mean The Rock did acknowledge him. So again, I don't know. Like it's like the Bloodline are on the same page. So I just don't see a way where they lose this match. And then it becomes night two of can Cody overcome the odds? So to me, Rock and Roman have to win this match.
right.
Then it also adds intrigue to the Seth Rollins Drew McIntyre match on night two, where Seth already wrestled, Drew's fresh.
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead. Or first, okay. So you say,
I say Rock and Roman win.
yeah. I don't want to agree with you on this one, but
It's it,
it makes sense unless you have new Bloodline members coming out to try to screw Cody that aren't a part of the Bloodline already. With these rumors of Jacob Fatu and rumors of oh, the guy from New Japan,
on the Tonga.
Tamatanga.
Yeah, I mean that would make
Mm,
sense because they're not technically in the bloodline yet. So
yeah, so that makes me think that could happen. But now I'm going with what you said. I think it's rocking. I think the Bloodline wins this.
I mean, it makes the most sense to me. Like,
And then, like you said, with that leads us into Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins.
oh, see,
Drew McIntyre's got to win.
I feel like Drew McIntyre has to win too, but I also feel like you've got the briefcase with Priest looming.
Yeah, yeah.
You got CM Punk out there.
Yep.
Ah, do you, I again? You got these intertwining storylines. Seth loses to
Okay.
Drew?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's say, yeah, because you got the story of, Seth Rollins is always hurt.
Yeah.
So he's already had a match. He's already hurt. It looks like guarantee, you know, guarantee that Drew McIntyre is going to win this thing.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, you got CM Punk out there. CM Punk maybe not physically gets involved, but distracts Drew
Well,
McIntyre.
how I think it goes down is Drew gets cocky
Yeah,
and he starts talking shit to Punk.
yeah,
The Punk stands up and then they get into like a verbal thing.
okay,
And then whatever you say happens, it happens. then
yeah,
Priest comes out.
and then yeah, because then Seth, somehow squeaks out a win,
Yeah.
and Drew Mac that way Seth doesn't lose both these fucking matches.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like someone's losing twice here. Probably.
Yeah. And so then he squeaks out this win, he retains his title. Yeah, then Priest cashes in.
Or does Priest just pull a Rollins on Rollins and cash in midway through the match?
I don't see that happen.
No, me neither, but it could happen.
Yeah.
Look, Priest has to cash in eventually. He's only got like 3 months left.
Yeah.
And this would be like the perfect time. A, it's WrestleMania, but B, Seth just got cleared to compete. He's wrestling 2 matches in 2 nights. He's gonna get beat to hell by the Rock and Reigns, Andrew McIntyre. In my head, like if you're Priest, like if he doesn't
Yeah.
cash it now, he's the biggest idiot ever.
Yeah. This has
Like
got to be it.
it's got to be the moment. Does he win? I don't know. I don't even know if Rollins wins. Like I don't know because just to let Drew hold that title with fans is like, it's not the same belt, but like the whole A championship with fans never happened.
It never happened. That's true.
So, but I think Priest has to cash in here. And even Priest doesn't have to hold it very long. You could have Drew beat Priest for it. But then I don't know. There's so many, all these storylines intertwining, interweaving with Punk and the Bloodline and the Judgment Day and Rollins and Cody. This is insane. All these matches
Yeah.
could go either way. I'm just gonna say Drew beats Rollins, and then Priest tries to cash in and fails against Drew McIntyre.
Oh, okay.
That's my bold. That's where I'm going.
All right. Well, I'm going opposite. I say McIntyre gets distracted by Punk, so they
Yes.
continue that feud later on whenever Punk is healthy. And maybe Drew, like you said, eventually beats Priest for it. And then that way you still have the
Yep.
title on the line with Punk and
It's
Drew.
Punk and Drew, yeah.
But I think that's what happens.
So then,
So Punk distracts Drew loses, and then Priest cashes in on
okay,
Seth.
yeah, but then where does Rollins go?
Rollins is going away for a while because he's fucking beat the fuck. All
True.
right, he needs some rest. He's been carrying this fucking Raw brand for a while.
That's true. That's true. All right. Yeah, that's what these 3 main matches here are super intriguing and could go literally any match could go either way.
All right, what about the brother versus brother, Ryan?
Jimmy versus Jay. This should be a street fight. It has not been made that yet. I just want to say this should be a hardcore match. There's not one on the show officially. Roman and Cody could become one, but this could be night 1. You get your hardcore match on night 1. You get your hardcore match on night 2. Just gonna throw that out there. Jay wins. Like, well, no, Jimmy wins because then it adds to the Cody Roman thing of Jay gets hurt and can't help Cody night 2. Or this could happen on night 2 and then he's unable. I'm gonna say Jimmy wins. I'm gonna say Jimmy and Jay. Yeah, I'm gonna say Jimmy gets the win. And that way when it comes down to Roman and Cody, in the Bloodline Rules match, Jay is unable to help Cody, and Jay is like he gets hurt in this match or something. So it adds to the story of Cody being by himself. So I'm gonna say Jimmy
Hmm.
wins, even though Jimmy's the less
Hmm.
interesting of the two. But
I'm not going there, Ryan. I'm going with Jay. I think Jay wins this match.
it's the smart call to go Jay.
They keep calling the main event Jay. He's eventually got to win a big match here.
Yeah, I'm aware that Jay is the probably the correct call, but I'm just trying to think big picture storyline wise of the
Well,
whole
because
thing.
you have the Bloodline win the first match, like we said,
Yeah,
and then Jay wins this one, or yeah, so they kind of evens it up, and then
I'm going the opposite direction. I say Judgment. I say Jimmy wins and Bloodline wins, and it's Cody's all by himself. I'm saying there's Jay's hurt. He gets taken out by Solo after the match. He can't even come out. I'm saying
all
it's
right.
Judgment. Like I'm saying the Bloodline's like sweeping until Roman and Cody. Going the opposite. Go 100%. Cody's just gonna feel like I can't do this.
All right. All right. I know how many matches. Let's see. I
We've
think we
got
only.
we got the Latino. We got the tag team match.
Oh, we forgot about that one. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll do the world title. Then we'll do the
All
main.
right. All right. Kind of random, but here we go.
Yeah. LWO versus Santos and Dominic. Just a random match. Uh I don't know.
I don't think there's going to be, like you said before, there could be a lot of intrigue in this match with all the moving parts.
Yeah, especially like Carlito.
Yeah. And Andrade.
Yeah.
So we got moving parts here. Could be interesting, but I don't think this is going to be a bad match.
No, it'll be high flying, crazy.
But every WrestleMania has that one match that's not great,
Yeah.
as good as the rest, and this could
This
be
is the
that
one.
one
Yeah, this is the one that feels like it
because it's
might get
random.
it's random. It might get the shortest time, and it's just gonna be there. It
But it could be the Bobby Lashley match if it happens.
yeah, that too.
What do you think, Ryan? Do you think Dominic gets the win over Ray here? Or because it's a tag team match, Dragon Lee gets the shine?
Yeah, because it's Dragon Lee's main event. It's Dragon Lee's WrestleMania debut. It's Santos's WrestleMania debut too, right?
Yeah.
So they've got two debuts here. You got the Ray and Dominic factor. You got the LWO out there. Probably you're gonna have the rest of Legato out there. So it's gonna turn into a big schmoz. Now, here's the thing: do they have Carlito turn on Ray here?
Hit him with the backstabber
Hit him
because
with the
he's a backstabber.
backstabber. Rips the LWO shirt off. Says Dragon Lee's better than me. You know, he's like, "Oh, I'm better than him. I've been here the whole time, and you bring him in." So yeah, I think that happens. I think Santos and Dominic get the win. I think they're gonna, and then that leads to a Ray and Carlito feud at Backlash.
I say that does happen. Okay. But I also think though that Andrade comes out, and Andrade normally is a heel.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna, even though Dominic's been talking to him, I don't think it works. I think Andrade helps Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee get this win,
Mm.
even with Carlito turning on Ray.
Mm. That'd be interesting. I'd be for that.
Yeah,
All right. Just throw all the Hispanics into one match. Cool.
yeah, it is kind of interesting. Yeah. All right, let's get into
All right, the main event.
the main event here.
Cody
Uh,
and Roman for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
to finish the story.
I feel like if you don't, I mean, he just signed the new deal, like we talked about.
Yep.
It's going to be, we both agree it's going to be Bloodline rules.
All right.
So anything goes.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Cody might not have any help, right? He might be on his own.
Right.
Does he get that help in the form of two legends or three legends?
Hmm.
Do John Cena and Stone Cold come out? You got the Stone Cold history with The Rock, and you've got the John Cena history with Roman. Or is it just
But
the whole
does
roster?
that paint Cody Rhodes win?
Yeah, I know. Like, I feel like if Cody Rhodes needs to win, he's got to win clean. But
Or does him getting his hand raised by the two guys that came before him
yeah,
makes him the new,
the
he
new top guy. Yeah,
so basically, you had, well, I mean, obviously they ain't gonna put Hogan in this situation because nobody likes Hogan anymore.
yeah,
But after him, you had Austin, then you had Cena, then you had Roman, and now you might have Cody because he's gonna beat Roman.
yeah.
And you can have these two guys who raise his hand and solidify that. I could see that happening. I could see that happening, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Cody's gonna win this on his own.
That's what I want. I want Cody to win on his own, but I think it becomes overwhelming, and then you get that pop from the crowd for the glass breaking,
Right.
and then you get the pop for John Cena, and then because it's Mania, and you do that. They fight off The Rock. They fight off Solo. Maybe someone else. I don't know who else. Maybe Jay does end up coming out. He takes out Jimmy, and then it's Cody and Roman one-on-one, and Cody finally finishes the story. And then, like you said, you end the show with Stone Cold, John Cena, and Cody Rhodes in the ring.
Right.
And that's your final picture of WrestleMania. It's the passing of the torch. It's Cody's the new guy. He's the new man. And then that's your new chapter.
I like it.
I like Cody doing it on his own more, just because for me that's it. But it's a Mania moment to have Austin and Cena come out and to share the ring with Cody. That's a Mania
I
moment.
just,
That's
yeah,
something they'll talk about forever. So
it's something we'll talk about forever, but it might overshadow Cody. We'll see.
that's the thing. You're taking that risk of does Cody get overshadowed? But I think Cody can be. I think he's fine. Like I think he'll be all right in that moment. But it's going to be interesting. WrestleMania 40. Just the match list itself has the potential from a match standpoint to be the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
A lot of bangers.
We're gonna this could go down as one of the just from matches and then the storyline, the main event. Yeah, this is the potential to be the best of all time. And I'm super excited, super hyped. And yeah, I'm so ready for Mania. I'm ready to have these 2 nights of epic matches and moments. And yeah, ready to go. Thank you for watching this video on our WrestleMania prediction. Coming up later this week, we've got our classic WrestleMania review. And on Friday, we are going to be fantasy booking a King of the Ring. So stay tuned for that. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.